guys, just a little bit of an intro into what we're going to be getting up to today. We're going to be going to a forest. I won't name exactly which forest it is or where it is, other than to say it's within Hawke's Bay region. We're going to investigate whether long-tailed bats are present in this particular forest. Now, it's a newly planted forest. It's been planted just this winter, so it's only a few months old really as a production forest. It's come out of farming, sheep and beef, but it has a couple of very nice stands of old native forest, tawa, titoki, matai, kahikatea trees. I should probably show you some aerial footage there from the drone. Beautiful location. So I've walked through this area once before and thought that it would just be amazing to come back and really investigate whether we have bats present in this forest or not. Pre-forestry, so it's interesting to know. A lot of our other forests, mature production forests, have bats in them. So it'd be interesting to see how that compares to a forest that we've literally just planted. So that's the mission for today. I'm filming this intro. I'm actually on the way south into the Wairarapa region, but I know I haven't filmed an intro for this video before. You'll see me at the beginning talking to the drone, which I assumed at the time had a microphone, which was pretty not smart really. Anyway, so you'll see me probably talking at a camera. This is what I'm trying to say to you, I guess, is that we're going to go look for bats, and I'm really pumped about it, as you'll probably see on my face. So yeah, enjoy. The forest we're flying over now is one block, approximately 1.3 hectares in size, and we'll fly over it from a couple of different angles here to give you an idea. It's primarily dominated by tawa and titoki, with the occasional kahikatea and even matai stretching out from the canopy. Bats are the only native land mammals found in New Zealand. Sadly, both the long and short-tailed bat are threatened with extinction.
It helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he describes by creating an imaginary picture. Usually it's something that moves.
Long-tailed bats are smaller than a mouse and could fit into the palm of your hand. Threats to their survival come in many forms, including predation by cats, stoats, possums and rats, and by the felling of roost trees. In order to protect this species within areas of production forestry, there is a lot of work to do, including protecting indigenous forest remnants and identifying potential roost trees, undertaking predator control, and of course, carefully managing harvesting activities around these areas. So this is what it looks like down on the ground. We're just going to walk around this track here, come down off up there somewhere, come down through this little gully, and we're going to head in under the canopy and see if I can remember where I put this detector. Alright, so here we are, heading up to this old matai. I'm going to come and grab this detector. It's been out for a little over 2 weeks. So here's this cavity. Check this thing out. Look at that. Massive beast of a tree. And right over here, just here, hanging is the ABM, or spectral bat detector as it's called. So that's been here for just over 2 weeks, as I say, pretty much at the entrance to this tree, hoping to catch some activity coming back and forth. So awesome spot, awesome trees. Yeah, let's see what we find. Look at that, another massive kahikatea. Beautiful. Absolute monster. Here's that same tree, that big kahikatea. Look at the middle of it. Slowly dying out. Rata climbing up it there. Beautiful tree for all kinds of things to live in there. Anyway, we better keep going. Here we are, a little further up in the bush block here. Just wanted to show you. This is current state of play. Poison for possums. Good that we're undertaking it, I guess. Ideally wouldn't be with poison, but hey, that seems to be where New Zealand is at the moment in this space. Yep, heading up the detector. The second one is up here somewhere, in the top of that gully that we flew over before. So yeah, let's go and fetch that one. There's my detector there. So right up in the top of this catchment now. So let's see what we find in this one. All right, hiked out. We'll go back and check these detectors in the car, see what we got. So here we are, back in the truck now, just downloading the data, and then we'll have a look at what we found, eh? Have a look here. Let's have a look at the first one. RO1 is high up in the catchment. RO2 being that big mad-eye tree that we looked at before. So no recording in the first one. Let's turn got a few guidance, sort of helps you pick out the calls. So we're looking at this top section of the screen. I'll do a video about how I actually do this stuff here, but it's pretty simple. So what we're looking for, I'll see if I can show you. I'll just sort of bash through some of these here. So it records ultrasonic sound. It looks like it might have been raining this day. Rain has a lot of ultrasonic sound that comes with it, so we'll jump past. Here we go. So that's what we want to see. So that there is the ultrasonic echolocation call of a long-tailed bat that has been turned into what's called a sonograph, so sound illustrated by time. So we have definite evidence of long-tailed bats. There's another one the next day, another couple. There's a feeding buzz, that's called. So tighter, well, not quite a feeding buzz, but they're sort of searching out their insect prey as they're flying around. Here's another one. Not too many recordings per night, so I wouldn't guess that there's a massive number of bats here. But nonetheless, there is a little bit of activity, so a very positive sign and pretty cool to see. So we'll run through that and analyse it in a little more detail. But yeah, so site one, higher up in the catchment, appears to have bat activity fairly regularly. Keeping in mind this is not the best time of the year either. We're coming into summertime, it's still spring, it's been a little bit cold, but I'm seeing now later in the season here, or closer to when I've picked it up, that there's activity every night, which is generally what we want to see. So there's 445 recordings on there, all of which won't be bats, of course. So not a massive number on there, but let's jump out and have a look at the second site with that big mat-eye. So here we are looking at that second site. Surprisingly, even fewer recordings, so only 161. This first recording here is long-tailed bat activity, which is cool to see. But my initial thoughts is that, excuse me, we're not close to a roost. There's simply not enough activity. Not sure what that is. That's not a bat. That is a bat. So this is on the 9th of September, but only one call recorded here, and that was recorded at 7:38. So not exactly sure what time sunset was on the 9th of September, but that's reasonably close. But there's simply not the number of bat recordings here, or bat passes they're called, to lead me to believe that we have a colony living in the immediate vicinity, which is sad in a way. That native looked like it would present a fairly good opportunity for roost sites. Having said that, I've only had 2 detectors out, so we simply might not have found the peak of activity in here, or they're not using it at present. However, they are present. That's cool.